too short for a Viking, too young for a middle-aged African-American. This small town Pākehā has found Hollywood a hard and bizarre nut to crack. Most Kiwi audiences will know Jono Kenyon from the hit comedy drama Step Dave, and a stint on Go Girls before that. But the second season of Step Dave wrapped up 3 years ago. So, was he been? Well, Kenyon headed for Los Angeles in 2016 in the hope of cracking Hollywood. The 28-year-old Blenheim lad explained to Stuff the highs and lows of living in La La Land, trying to make it, as they say. One of my first auditions when I came to LA, I had a really successful meeting with the VP of casting at ABC, said Kenyon, standing outside the Boathouse Theatre in Blenheim, where he once tread the boards. So, my agent said I'd be going up for a lot of auditions for ABC to get my face out there. Turns out this meant pretty much everything. Most notably, I went in for an African-American, late 40s father of 3. I remember saying to the casting director, "I'm just going to jam this one as a Brit and have a bit of fun," to which he replied, "You never know what they're looking for." Needless to say, I did not get the part. If African-American was, understandably, outside his repertoire. At 6'6", with striking blue eyes, Viking was sure to be an easier sell. The brief requested, big, strong with light features. Well, I'm 6'6", and have lighter features and blue eyes. This is totally up my alley, right? Wrong. I get into the area where the other actors were waiting and I was probably the shortest by about 2 inches. The other dudes all had long Viking hair with huge bushy beards and arms the size of tree trunks. The competition in LA is crazy. Despite the competition, Kenyon landed a leading role in Shonda Rhimes' Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, new show, Toast, for ABC after just 4 weeks in the United States. Unfortunately for Kenyon, the show didn't make it past the pilot. So it was back on the audition trail, learning lines and researching roles. And in between that, he was constantly drilling his American accent, sometimes listening to audio files while cooking dinner. Sometimes I can have 5 to 6 auditions a week, Kenyon said. At times I can go for weeks with nothing depending on the time of year. From my experience, having filmed a pilot for ABC, coming extremely close to multiple projects and down to the final 2 for a movie, patience is the most important thing. And remaining sane in a wild world, Kenyon warned the entertainment industry could be a seductive snare for those who didn't keep a level head. It's easy to get swept up in the glam of it all. I indulged in my first 6 months, especially after securing the pilot, and I had a total blast. However, it's neither real nor sustainable. Staying focused on the ultimate goal and keeping chill is more important than being fawned over momentarily. The trick to staying sane. Keeping it Kiwi, of course. I like to keep a sense of home around me, particularly by jamming New Zealand music at home. I impose it on all of my American friends and, given enough forced listening, they have come to love it. Kenyon had some advice for any new actor wanting to make the same gargantuan leap. Be honest with yourself, know your weaknesses and take advantage of your strengths. There is only one, you, and it's you that people are looking for whether they know it yet or not. Know what you want, and don't apologize for it. And just like the gym, once the fun dries up, so do the gains. So, keep having fun, especially when the pressure's on. Remember, you probably started performing first and foremost as a hobby. We are lucky to be a part of a profession that is driven primarily by love. Lately, Kenyon had been traveling back to New Zealand and Australia for work, starring in Season 3 of Australian TV show, 800 Words. The plot centered on an Australian columnist for a popular Sydney paper who wrote 800 words per story. The character moved to a small seaside town in New Zealand with his 2 teenagers after the death of his wife. The Marlborough Express promoted stories recommended by